Welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the Tweed Heads map here with me, Ham. Everyone, thank you for all your wonderful comments last time out. I really do appreciate it. And welcome to all our new people who dropped a message too. I love hearing from new people. And thank you so much to Ian. Shout out to Ian Whitworth for mentioning that I actually did have the advanced bridges and tunnels what is it, config file. I actually have got it modded. I didn't even look to the right to see that the settings were done. If you're wondering what he's talking about, when I was putting the bridge in last time out, hello train, I'll come back down here shortly. When I was putting in the bridge last time out, you can see that our minimum bridge height here is like that, whereas I actually do have this setting over here, and I just stupidly didn't even think about it. Oh, Ham, you Muppet features. So thanks, Ian. If I ever do something like that, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm happy to be wrong, and I'm happy for you to be right. Okay, I have no problem with that. Okay, I'm quite. We all make mistakes, and we all sometimes don't pay attention. All right, but sometimes I get too excited with the vision that I've got ahead and don't see the plate of food in front of me. Oh, Ben's truck with side stakes. That couldn't have come at a better time. Happy January 1st, 1912, everyone. Right, I did some detailing down here that you might have seen in the last thumbnail just to retain up this section. I wasn't going to pop this one in just because all I did was use this wall, right? It's just this darker brick off the Ingo's assets, like his decorative stuff. That's all it was, right? And then I sort of bushed it up. Yeah, bushed it up. Right, and we'll do some more detailing down here. It's not finished by any means. It's ever changing and ever growing. Okay, today's effort is going to be working from here up through here to clean up a lot of this and restructure how this is going. This all ties into our Alpha and Bravo sites eventually, and how we have to feed and transport goods to all these major towns along the coastline. Starting with Currumbin Waters, who is lacking food. We've got a farm out of Currumbin that we can pull from down to our site and send down here, but we don't have the infrastructure and the support to be shoving more and more trains down here at the moment. That's why site Charlie here is going to be facelifted, basically. And the other thing is I didn't put the roads back in here, so our poor trucks delivering to Tweed Heads are kind of take the long road home. Okay, so we've really got to start lifting our game up in terms of structure, infrastructure, implementation, and getting the flow of things better for more trains as we get into the future also. Okay, everything's working fine down here. So site Bravo, while I could be putting it in, I'm not going to today. The other thing is we're going to be pulling some timber from Kabuki Farm, the Kabuki Timber Farm, down into here, because you can see that we are still requiring more consumption because I have 2 trains cranking out at the moment. This one, 96%, like that's pretty good. Maybe add, look, I'll give you 2 more trucks. Actually, manage those vehicles because we did just get... Yeah, there you go. You guys are 6 at 25. You guys are 40 clickety-clacks at 8. Oh, I love this Ben's truck with side stakes, so I think we'll start using that. However, we do have to be mindful of what speed limits our roads do. Okay, 40 clickety-clacks on that road, so that's great. So that's going to double the speed and increase our production by 2, which should just get that up to what we want. Oh, lovely. Look at the state of these things. They're brilliant. Heck yeah, baby. So we'll have to go through and do some lovely upgrades to a lot of other trucks. That looks great. I love that. I love this truck. I think it's bloody brilliant. All right, now we're going to have to do the same down here. If we have a look at this line now, actually. Let me look at the line. We're doing a rate of 513 every 11 seconds. You're getting a little bit stored, which means production will crank up here a little bit more. Huh. I wonder if we should... run. Before I put this line in, let's just see how this little upgrade goes for us. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come over here. So, two things we're going to do here. Down here, we're going to take this grain and we're going to deliver it down to town here, right? And then our grain trucks will head back. We're going to then use these trucks that we're using in here to bring the grain down to the farm, and the rest is history. So our trucks that are working out of this hub are now going to be doing a two-way trip, which is brilliant for us, because the more you can get two-way trips, the more money you can make, right? And look, we're doing okay money-wise, but we have got lines that, like the little ones, like I've always said, I don't care about. This Tweed Head Packs line, it dips in and out of being positive and negative. It's just how it is at the moment until we get the ebb and flow of things working better. So we'll work on that as we go. Right, I'm really nervous because I don't do a lot of... I have a plan, but I like to play this game along with you guys, mistakes and all. Like, you can go to plenty of other channels where they do everything perfectly and everything comes out perfect. But here, I don't always like to do things perfectly. I like to do things a bit of trial and error, have a discussion with you guys in the comments, and have your thoughts about what could work better and what could not work better. Right, so... instantly, to get more trains up and down here, because this is all going to change, we're going to have to move this whole freight station and bolster it up, if that makes sense. Now, I can do this a couple of ways. I can leave this here and we can double track it. And I think today, what we'll do is we will do that. So this station here is instantly going to have to move. This road through here might have to be gone. Let's get shot of you. I'm gonna have to delete you and all the goods that were on there, but whatever. It's just that it has to happen. Now we're gonna have to configure this, because I'm thinking... I know it's dangerous when Ham's thinking. To just take all these roads out for me, thanks. I was thinking about bringing the whole thing down here and just giving us a bit bigger area to maneuver, but I can still actually put the station in. We can actually have some more loopy sections if we need to, or I can potentially, we can widen this section of the station, which we're going to need to configure this. We'll work out this one first, because then it'll give me the chance to figure out how I want to do the stuff down here, right? So let's go ahead and I'm just going to knock off all this stuff. We're going to redo it all. Yeah, I'll leave this loop on this side. Basically, is that enough room for us to... I mean, we could start it down here further, this station like that. So what do we took one and I gave it an extra 2 down here. I mean, you can have an extra 3 for all I care, like that. Right. We'll get some cargo sheds down here. I love the cargo sheds. We'll put a building on the end. Put a bigger building now. Hang on, Ham. Hang on, everyone. Ham did that wrong. Have you played this game before, Ham? Oh, a little bit. Do you like just spending money, Ham? Shut up. Shut up. Why I order? Yeah. We said there. Yeah, give us a little bit of room. I like these sheds, and I cannot lie. Most other sheds can't deny that when these sheds go in your face, something, and I don't know the words. Yeah. Okay. Oh, is that what I'm thinking? Is that what I'm thinking? He says. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking that. Thinking that. And then what I want to do is have... I do want to still have some flatties. A couple of flatties. One flatty in the middle, and some cargo sheddery like that. There, right? Some covered sections there. Okay, you don't want to have it packed to the rafters all the time. You could actually add another little sheddy there too. While you're at it, why don't you put a couple of little sheddies over here? Hey? Hey. I love this mod. I think Wingless, you said you love this mod too. Shout out to Wingless. Okay. What now? Do you want more through there? I think 4's fine. I better just take out some of this grass area before MGL. Shout out to MGL. How's it go about my friggin' grass between the tracks again? Cheeky bugger. All right, there we go. No grass, MGL. I know there's grass on the main line. I'm saving the main line detailing for when we're live streaming. Okay, which is coming up very, very soon. So, how now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? The cool thing is, right, before you do that, let's see if we can pull some track. As you come out of here, a couple of buildings might not like me here for a second, but oh, this is interesting, isn't it? Because I was thinking about doing this, right? This is what I'm thinking of doing through here. That's gonna cause a lot. Like, that's a big section you're doing over there. Right, and then you have to do that as well. I mean, it works. See, and then, but I would have to do it like that. Sorry about your businesses. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, Ham, you're doing Catanary. Yucky poo. Why would it do that? We don't need Catanary yet. Okay, we're not quite there. Okay. A 68 approach is not too bad. It's got to slow down anyway. Oh my giddy odds. All right, guys, look. Hey, I don't know. Look, guys. Now you got 131 approach. I didn't really want that though, did I? Let's see if we can still get the road through there. What, are you a skinny mini? Yeah, see, it's gonna do that. It's that age-old problem where it puts the actual, and that just doesn't work for us. That's why you have to have the tracks next to each other. Okay, that's okay. We're all about trying to get things properly done. I mean, the other option was just split it here, but I'd rather have a split just here. Like so. And see, that's still doing that. Okay, well, hang on a sec. Bum ba da 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 dum. Da da dum. Yes. All right. Johnny be good. Yeah, okay. And that's all good through there. Right, so good. Goodness gracious me. Do you want to have the ability to send trains Or is it the fact that they can split off, come down here, and keep heading down this way that's going to make the difference? Well, yes, okay. And we're going to need to, what we'll do is we'll double track this instantly. Okay. Infrastructure. Yeah, and then we get down to here where all this is going to have to be an almighty kaboom. All right, that's my Marvin the Martian. Don't judge me. Yeah, and I see a little silhouette of a problem. Okay. Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening me. Let's go and take that to there. And that to there. And we'll simply say that. And we'll take you like that. And I don't mind having a bit of track runoff, because we can detail that up to be literally runoff, or put some wagons there, put some like, give an example, Ham. I can give an example, but we're not finished like doing what we're doing, are we? Like put a couple of coal fillers there, get some like yards built up around it with coal piles, get some water towers in, you know. Yeah. So you get what I mean. Can I just do some, can we go, yeah. Wait, can we go play? Oh, no. All this not connected, Ham. Don't play yet, please. Do not play yet, because we don't have any of this hooked up like we used to. The cool thing is, though, with these stations, even though I've got that there, we can go ahead and attach some more, like, buildings out here. Give me the big one. I want the big one. I want that one. And then we can obviously go ahead and get our attaches there, right? Which means we've still got connectivity to all these buildings. Brilliant, right? And I don't mind that, because we can actually detail it. Oh, we could... What, Ham? We could what? I might actually turn that into a bit of a loading area, detail up some stuff in here. Potentially, just give me gravel for a sec, please. Just, yeah, give me the sort of grassier gravel. All right, like that. Do the old shift click. Right, something like that. Right, and then we can park some trucks down in here, get some, like, forklifts eventually doing things. Right, warehouses, such and forth, and yickety yak. There is a section in here where you can do this. Right, so you can add lots of little features to these. It's a great mod. Get your head around it, go and get it. Show some love to the modders. They've kept this game alive for so long. Okay, so that's looking Gucci down here now. Looking Gucci, Ham, seriously. Now, we're going to have to one-way these. One way or another. And we're going to just get you like that. One way or another. Right, so that'll be how they go. And the same with these. All right. Cool. That now we're not really using that machines factory yet, because we haven't really started working with steel. We will eventually, and then we can pump that out there. What we need to do now is establish our truck stop. So configure this miscellaneous. No, I don't want that. Potentially, do just give me another building along here, though. I think we're using under the cargo shed section. We're using this building, aren't we? For you to go, in fact, what I might do is I might get in my truck stop first, which is actually going to allow me to go. How many platforms are we going to put in down here? Now, we're not going to get many platforms that way, are we? No. I mean, we are, but we're not going to get many with a good amount of length like that. Oh. But that does give me the option to build them out that way, and we can have a road either side. So I will go ahead and take you, even though I probably don't need that many at the moment. It's not the point. The point is that. And we can expand them out that way. We can put roads out, but it gives me options. Yeah. Right, it gives me options. Okay. And I do have these also. You probably should have put that one there. There. Just for the moment. We'll run 3 because we don't need more than that at the moment. We're not even utilizing that. You can chuck a couple of buildings there. Ah, that's tidy. It's quite fun. So I do apologize to my South African friends last time. I did that whole, I remember the comment, I did that whole build up for so long about the South African stuff, only to do like everything happens at Horfnan, Horfav. I'm going to build over the top of that. Yeah. Yeah, well, welcome to my world. Welcome to my brain. I hate that too. Why did you do that? Welcome to how my brain works. In mysterious ways. Now. You are connected, but I'm going to put in another little platform here. A little building, a little shed. If you put that in first. Oh, that'll do. Actually, give me a loading one. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's a thing. Leave that for the moment, please. Yeah. We're starting to fluff out this place a little bit nicely. I don't mind the two buildings opposite each other. Like it would be a thing in real life, you know. That's how they build buildings sometimes. Okay, I'm okay with this. All of the connectivity now is happening. Great. So, our shunter is like, oh, what's happened? Yes, I know that we've thrown you off your little shunter munter. We're gonna fix you now by deleting everything down here. Okay. So. This was always going to happen. We'll take you back down the line. Oh, no. Calm down here. You can just put the track in. Like, you made that oh no out to sound like it was the end of the world. Oh, no. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Remember that? Oh, tell me what that was from in the comment section down below. Heavens to Murgatroyd. We've spoken about it on the channel before. Okay, we're gonna have to do some serious grading down here, but that's okay. We can do it. Do it. This hub is probably gonna need a centralized truck station, so we might go ahead and move this. However, it is connected to that. But this is not going to be here forever either. isn't it? Ooh, things are going to be changing and evolving over time. Just you wait and see. And we've got this truck stop here and this truck stop here. Oh, the truck stops here. Yes, Ham. I think it's the buck stops here. Clever pun. I'm a clever punner. I'm a punny guy. Oh, is that making everyone mad? Me saying things like that? I'll stop now before you all turn the video off. If you're gonna do puns, you've got to do this. All right, that'll get the crowd warmed up. All right. Also, should we be taking you off that height? Yeah, just spend more money. Okay. Yeah, because we didn't spend much last time putting in a quarry, did we? Yeah, yeah. A pointless quarry costs us over 60 million to put in. Hey, that's life. Things cost money. You got to spend it to make it. Why not simulate it in this game that is a simulation? Right, I want more. I want more. Oh, freaking sweet. Okay, cool. Now, the station down here. Apparently I'm making horse noises. Wouldn't you know it? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it wonderful? What are you doing with this? I'm going to... Crackies. No catenary. Give me 4. Fall to the floor, I was sure. Do. You should be able to build anyway by right clicking. Yeah, you can, but I won't there. We can do it the way we're doing it. Hang on, the track's over there. Give me a little bit more room, please. You've also got not much room this way. That was $1 million to place that in. Right, some config. Oh, actually, it's fine. It's a little bit crooked. You don't get all your money back if you do that. Ugh. Okay, whatever. We can deal with it. Let's go ahead and clean this station up with what we want. Can't wait till we've got airports and ships and trains everywhere. I love when we get to the diesel era. Oh, I love the diesel freight trains. They're some of my favorites. We'll replace a couple of you guys like that. I think that'll be a good spread. Cargo sheds. Gosh, seriously, Ham. Cargo make me lose my mind up in here. Up in here. Cargo got me act a fool. Oh. Yeah, a couple of them. Sure, one there. I like putting the big ones on the ends. I like that one. All right, sweet. Give me my tracks winding back. Now, look, subject to change all of this as well in the future, but for now, needs must, and this is the way we're going to start off the planning phase. Do you want a 5th one there? Not yet. Not yet. We'll save that for another day. Okay, sheds. Give me the cargo sheds buildings. Right, I'll take one there. I'll take a big one here. I'll take you there. I'm going to move you and move you because we'll put in the... we'll put in that one there. That one there will give you another little rampy boy there. A rampy boy there. We'll give you some rampy boys over here. Good. Excellent. Then we have to make sure that we can get some road on the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again. I'm gonna build that road there because I can. And excellent, they all talk. Mostly because we've got contact straight with this shed too, so that's brilliant for us for bringing this food in, right? But we've got talking here, but we can give it extra talking. By the way, we will do some big, lovely port builds in this build. If you haven't seen any of my previous port builds or anything shipping related that we've done in the past, go and check some of the old videos out. Last series we did some great port stuff, so if you want to see some cool ports builds there, we did some. But for the most part, we will. Ooh, actually. Let's say that's going to be a tart turn, isn't it? Give me a little bit more room. I think we have to take you to the outside sections here, like that. Makes sense. Because then we can always do this. I hate it. Why don't you just come down here? Do that. Hey, that's all right. We'll take that. All right, like I said, subject to change in the future. That's ham for the future. What la? I'm pretty sure you just stole that off the French. La future. La ham. Okay, sweet. Very good. Same this way. Now, where's your... We can go to there. Oh, brilliant. Right. Now, if you use these lines, see how we just went to that. You've got a line there, you've got a line here, and you've got the dotted line here, right? That shows you your straight, your 90, and your 45. We're going to the 45. And then what we'll do is we'll go to the 45. But I'm going to extend that 45 out. Oh, actually, it would be nice if we just shot back that way. Would it? I've got an idea. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't have an idea. Just leave it. Shoot that way for us. So if we're going to shoot that way, why don't you come straight off here at the straight point? At the straight bend, turn straight. Imagine if your GPS said that to you. Wouldn't that cause a few accidents? At the straight bend, turn straight. At the roundabout, take the next straight. I think my navman's having a go at me. I can't wait to get on the road again. Do-do-do. Okay. It's nice that you all get to see a little insight into my brain sometimes. Also, I'm going to do us a favor. Do this. Oh, do us a favor. We've got this kind of cool, like, egg shape. Right. Is this just a whole episode of build? Hey, sometimes you got to have these episodes, right? Sometimes you got to have them. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. So, why are you doing the cool, like out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Jake Peralta. Cool, 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 cool. Like, he does that. He does that when he doesn't know what he knows to say. Yeah, I know, it's really effective because that's what I do. When I don't know what to say. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Right, let's get this, let's get some like this texture down here because it shows that we're in a construction area. Right. Does that mean all the trees need to go? Yeah. Yep. Assets. Clear them out. Clear them in, clear them out. Get rid of them now. I couldn't really think of words to go with rolling, and clearing out the trees. Okay, whatever. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Okay, so that's instantly bolstered up what we need to do down here. Now, I could have quad tracked that all the way down, couldn't I? I don't think we need to. I just don't think we need to quad track that all the way down. I've got a little bit of the sniffles going on, so I apologize if I do sniff in your ear. It's better than me sniffing in your ear. Which is quite a horrible thing to do. I don't know why you would do that, but... Here's the dealio, though. Here's the dealio, Emilio. As you come down here... This is where we start to get a little trickier. Not that tricky. And you're going to be like that. And you're going to be like that. Right. You probably didn't really need these little... Shut up, Ham. So, hey, buddy. This little shunter that's coming down here is all confused. So you can come in here, mate. All right. You can come in here. You do a Hail Mary. You come back up here. However, we don't have, you can still come this way and do that, right? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Right? No. Hey, stop. 3. But you don't... This is why we need the loop up in this way, Ham. Yeah, we don't, though. It's just we need... It's a shunter, though, isn't it? It's a shunter. It's a shunter. It's a midnight shunter. Do. Doing a shunt from here to here. From here to there. We could just get a reversey. You can come in. You can reverse out. Let me have a look at our lines, what we've got going on here. We've got up and downs, up and downs. Because we need up and downs through this section. And then it switches out to that, which is fine. Right. What if you split it? No. And I was thinking about having them one way down that way, one way down that way. No, that doesn't work. We would have to realistically... Yeah, see, you can't... I'm not going to be deleting these. We're not deleting these, so I'm not moving... I'm not going to be putting a loop in here just for the sake of it. And vice versa, I'm not just going to plant a bridge in here and bring it over the top. I just think that would look a little stupid. I think the easiest thing to do is just to put a reverse line here. So if it comes in, if the train comes in up this way, our little shunter, that's a massive height difference, isn't it, there? What I'm going to do, I'm going to slide it down the back there. Ooh, the old slidey slide. Yep, the old slidey slide. Can I have Portuguese wooden sleepers? No catenary. Can I have you... Now, hang on. Oh, that's the one I'm after. Yeah, no catenary. Length. You're going to need to... Don't think it needs to be that long to start with. Well, how long's our train? A train ain't that long. But you still want to give it some room, okay? Right. Slight little... No, it needs to twizzle that way. Why don't you line it up with this? So it does need to go that way. Right, the road's out, not me. You could bring it all the way back there. That would... Well, we can still bring a road in through that way if you have it to there, and we've got some extra room to play with. So we'll go like that. We'll take our track, winding back. Actually, it's better if we do it that way. Right? Because we get that nice loop-de-loop there. Then you're going to come out of here. Then you're going to come out of that angle. Maybe that angle. Yeah, that's a better angle. And then we put a slide back onto there. Oh, hang on. We could do something fun here, couldn't we? Through past the coal bit. I need to move that coal bit. And then just extend these out further. The dog's just walked in and he's like, oh, he's still playing this? He's like, oh, Hanky boy, I'm sorry, mate. Is that, no, that's our, so this here, you need to slide in like this, please, to that one. Yeah. Good. And we will get... Do you have a... Do we give you a signal here? No, your signals are back there. What I'll do is I'll give you a signal just here. I think that's perfectly fine. Right, so that means that our train now... Manage the line. Manage the line, my ham. You're not connected to anything, right? So that's good. We're going to add station. Yay! Okay. Don't know why I had to do that evil laugh. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it crosses over itself, but whatever. I mean, you could bring it up here first, couldn't you? And then turn it back in. Does that work? You cross over that way, you head up in there. Seriously, game. Tugan South. Tugan South. There's just no need for that. Like, there is no need for it to do this. I don't know why the game thinks that. Yeah, so we're better off just going in here first. No, gosh, get rid of that one. in here first, then back up, then go, you know. If that's how the train, if that's how it wants to play the game, then that's how it's going to play the game. Right. Sweet. So these trucks here that have fixed themselves also, we're going to manage these just while I'm here. I'm going to do that, and we're going to actually replace. I know I just spent money doing that, but we're going to replace them with these. All right, the delivery trucks. Right, so that's good. That should have everything hooked back up again and working as intended. If we can just hit the turbos, Benny and the jets. Benny! Sorry, I had to give it an attempt. I had to try just then. Benny! No, don't do it anymore. Benny and the jets. Do, 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 do. Right, let's have a look at you. Right, and then you'll pick up. Yeah, it's got to sort of reset itself. We'll change this. You're not going to be picking up stone here. I will fix that soon. But that's working as intended again. Stuff is going on the deck here as intended again. And we're waiting for timber to be delivered down here. So that hasn't stopped our production line here. Yeah, actually, having having those trucks upgraded. It is 2 to 1 though. And we could be getting more down there. So we will have to get some more trucks, bring lifting and shifting from there. I think, we haven't stuffed you up though, have we? No, you have remained exactly how we want you to stay, which is brilliant for those inbound trains that have to head back. And because, so the way we've worked this is now the trains that have to go straight through, because they're going to be delivering grain down to here, they can loop all the way back. Right, so 47 minutes. Man, time flies too quick. Now, for today, because we're not working down here yet, this is temporary, but because I'm going to be cutting it off back here and redoing all of this and all of this, so it all looks neat, tidy, and presentable, not this scratch that we've put down on the ground here. Don't worry, we won't be following that pattern. We'll make it look a lot better. But I'm going to establish a line now and get this in the book. So, new line. That's fine. And we're going to be delivering. Oh no, we're taking the grain from there first, aren't we? Well, because I want to take grain down and I want to bring food back with this train. Right, it makes sense. And then we can also deliver grain from there. Right, so bring that down to here. Oh, don't you love a thing? And let's see how you've chosen to come through here. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you coming through there like that. And because we're master track layers, all of us, right? I'm including you guys as well. We've managed to set our lines up so we get our up one way, down the other. Absolutely fine. Okay, so give me something. Lello. We're going to call this the CUR. Do you want to have some caps? CUR, like caps is in from Fallout? Oh, shut up. Capitals, Currumbin, what? Food. It's just the food. It's the food line. It like I don't know what else to call that. It is just the food line. All right, food line. Let's have the maximum stop times. Not low, but let's bring it right down, hey. Okay, so that line's good. Next line is going to have to be a truck delivery, and this is a fair whack from out here. So, look, I would like to carve just a little road in down here, as much as I probably shouldn't, but I am. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Deliver the trucks up into town here. Now we're going to need a truck drop off. Can I just establish here for a second? Where are we looking? We do have people in this area. Oh, how dare they? We're going to need to switch to some kind of these people in this area, by the way. I don't generally like when they start doing this. So, hey, beat it. In the famous words of MJ, grab yourself an egg and beat it. Oh, no, that was Weird Al Yankovic, Ham. Grab yourself an egg and beat it. Have some more chicken. Have some more rice. It doesn't matter. Bit sweet or nice. Is that how the words go? I don't know. Give me a little bit of a plateau here. Yucky poo. I didn't do that. The game did that, so whatever. You deal with it. You don't need to be 30. Can I just have a standard truck stop, please? 20, 10. Let's get you sideways. Oh, I'm going to switch you to one platform, have you at 20, and have you like this. I hate that you're that low. I'm going to bring you to that. Oh, no, that's all right there. Is that where I want you? That's where I want you. I could have just joined on that road then, couldn't I? You still can. It's going to have a horrible driveway. Here's the thing. If you do this, right, and then it goes, oh, I don't have anywhere to live. And then what you do is you put this in now. Then it goes, oh, thanks. I do have somewhere to live now. You're the best, Sam. I go, it's all right, game. I know. And then it goes, hey, we can't do anything yet. Oh, hang on. Right. Oh, you still didn't... What? Oh, come on, game. Manage the line we have. Queens Way. There you go. Right, there you go. In and out, in and out. I thought it would automatically take it, but it didn't because I didn't have the roads hooked up. So we have established ourselves a little truck stop up here as well. However, I think to give it a little bit of a look, let's give it a little bit of a building. Okay, it might just add to this little place. Can we squeeze in a U? We can't. Ow. We can if we take that out, and I don't want to take that. So we've got some building there. Then we can retain up this section. Fine. That line, by the way, can we just say you're going to be Combats delivery, and grain delivery? Combats. Grain. D. We're gonna have to. Okay, so yellow and red. We're gonna move to a more orangey color. Ooh. Right. Sweet. We're gonna upgrade your trucks. Manage those vehicles. We've got 8 on that. We're gonna need more. We'll give you. What are you looking at here? So you're gonna have to be this one, which is fine because you're a lot quicker. I'm going to double you guys, all right, because that's even 16 is not going to be enough. We're going to have to establish a line from here. Same sort of thing. I think we only just need one, don't we? That's the closest we can get you to there. But it looks stupid if you don't have it built to it. And I've got lots of farm mods and stuff we can detail the farms with. Yeah. That's Just do it, Ham, for the sake of it. Just do that. Okay. Establish me a line from here. You probably want a second drop off up here, don't you? I mean, they're literally just dropping into town here, aren't they? I could just have a truck stop, you know, planted like here somewhere. I'd rather just use the truck stop we got. All right, well, okay. Just give us a platform to drop off on. Okay. And then, yeah, they'll build back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, okay. And then drop to there. Except don't... Come on, guys. Like, come on, guys. You're just going to be Currumbin. Grain D truck. Cool. T-Ruck? Yeah, sure. T-Ruck. Get some T-Rucks out there now. Now, I say. Currumbin, can we, to make this a little quicker. So I don't think I've got one down here. Can we just buy some vehiculars? Get me 20. Set them on Currumbin grain truck. Go. Are we doing this now? Yeah, heck yeah, we're doing it now. We're going to ride this friggin' train down there, and then we're going to fix it up next time out. But it's going to be our train ride today. Right, I think I'm going to want more trucks on this. At least 4 more, just to make it 20. 190 at 27 seconds. All right, well, we'll see how that goes. Right, give me, because what's going to happen? Oh, yeah, we're going to have to establish more trucks because we're going to have commats and food being delivered. I think with our upgraded trucks, I think we're going to be able to manage both for a little bit until we need to establish double trucks. Okay. We can hit play, by the way. Everything's working fine. We can get those rolling out. Now, you're not going to be doing anything. You're going to be like, why should I be? Why should I be? Why should I be? Why should I be? We still got a train sitting in here. Are you supposed to be on the main line, buddy boy? You look like you're meant to be on the main... Did we buy an extra train last time that's been sitting here just... Guys. Let me look at the main line. We have 4 trains on it. Did I buy an extra train by accident? You know what? Go for it. Let's just see what... Out you go. Stop wasting money. Go and make me some money. Also, I don't think we're meant to have 3 on there, but whatever. We've got them. Right. Whatever. Go and do it. Go and do some work, and if you don't work out, then we'll sell you. How's that sound? Okay. We spent a lot of money. We're about to spend a little bit more. So we want to buy... I think we're using the 10-wheelers still. I think the 10-wheeler is a really good train to use, although we have got some great... The beginning of the 20th century, stocks of high-quality coal were running low. This locomotive was designed in such a way that it could also be operated with inferior coal. I'm all about inferior coal. It's cheap. I'm going to go... We're just going to go... Let's have a go at it. Let's have a look at it. Because the line's mostly flat, right? There's a slight uphill when it leaves this area, but whatever. Cargo-wise, we're going the navies because it's just going to work for us. We're going to make sure that we have a decent amount on here. I mean, we're still at flat at 80 clickety-clacks. On a medium incline, we're still at 79, right? So that's not too bad. We've got a capacity of 152. Let's just say that for the moment, 272 meters. So it definitely fits within the parameters of our stations. We're going to say, hey, CUR Food Line, go. And sure. Just before we ride this thing, let's make sure that now we're like, hey, our consumers of Tweed Heads West food processing. Tweed Heads West food processing. Great. Now we're going to be sending to them. Now we've got food lined up on the deck here already. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay. However, yeah, we're gonna need, look, next episode as we crack on, I might have to start telling these lines, hey, like this one here, if I manage this line, we should not be sending stone. It's only con mats, right? We don't want stone being sent to this processing plant yet because we're not fully reaching this potential here. By the way, before we go, I do want to fix up, before we ride that train, we've got everything working. Just say to this, do it now, manage the line. I'm going to say to you at Tweed Heads West, please do not load food and do not load stone. You can load everything else at the moment, but just don't load those for me, right? And so what's going to happen is that should correct that. And let me just slot a road back across here and upgrade these delivery trucks. And we'll start periodically just upgrading some delivery trucks from now on also. I think what we should do here is establish a crossing first, where you're not going to upset my train. Thank you. Okay, that means that line there should take that way. Okay, so let's go ahead now. And so these manage the vehicles, you can be replaced with, I'll just use these, all right? They're just better. All right, then the combat delivery truck into there, manage those vehicles. You guys are going to be now that. All right, brilliant. And so what else are we using? We're using these, sure. So we'll just say to all the trucks, okay? We'll just start doing this with everyone. Yeah, it has to be these ones. All right, so there's some good upgrades for all our trucks, all right? That means that, did we break the game? Yeah, we broke a few things when we were doing stuff, but it'll bounce back, right? It'll bounce back because we broke the chain. It'll take a little bit for the chain to build back. Yeah, you tell him. All right, let's go ride our train. Why don't you go ride your... And then next time out, we can go and clean up a few things, get some stuff looked at. Oh, yeah, baby. Thanks for hanging out today again, guys. Thanks for all our new people. Like I said, whoa, do you want to slow down a sec? And that's it. Stay safe wherever you are. Lots going on around the world at the moment, so please hug someone that you love. Let them know you love them. Let them know you're thinking of them. I'm going to do the same. Have a great rest of your day, wherever you are. And I'll see you all in a couple of days for another episode. All right. Great. That's it. Enjoy this. Bye.